Good morning. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us for another edition of the Morning Breeze, man. Always rocking with you guys, as always, man. Outside of me, I got my guy, Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC, in the building.
That's right. Another beautiful morning of playoff preparation.
Oh, preparation.
The Chicago Bears dropped 19-20 football drive yesterday.
Yeah.
And I had a very key takeaway from it, my friend. We got to talk about that today. Oh, man, but rewatching that game, I tell you what, these monitors weren't here. Boy, you'd see something.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Watch yourself.
You need a tissue?
Oh, no.
All right.
We're just at the beginning. It's only just begun. On top of that, we do have to talk about, of course, our keys to a Chicago Bears victory. And could there possibly be maybe an unexpected reunion with a former Chicago Bear next year?
Oh, yeah.
Talk about all that and more in today's episode. The date is 1/15/2026, 7:06 in the morning. And JC, we got another one. We're almost there.
Almost.
Second playoff game.
Oh, I can feel it.
Soldier Field.
So they hasn't got to
And Sean McVay is getting insight from Matt LaFleur. Have you heard this?
Oh, are you serious?
No, LaFleur's out here sending tips and tricks of the trade. How to
Sean
beat
McVay,
Ben
one of his
Johnson.
buddies?
We got two 53-man rosters versus the Bears.
Oh, bring them all. Bring them all.
Hey, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love for another beautiful morning. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do.
Come on. Push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
You heard what she said.
Y'all heard what Sue Young said. Hit that like button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the page, man. Leave the 5-star review. Jordan, how you feeling this morning, buddy? You sound dead.
Yes, I'm still trying to recover from this sickness. But and shout out to the chat. I had a couple of guys in the Discord. Tony Tsunami give me a couple of tips on what to do. I know you told me to get the emergency plus the orange juice. I did that. I did feel good with that. Got a little NyQuil in me, got a little Dayquil. Also went to the health food store and got a little orange turmeric juice. So, I'm doing everything I can to get this thing out of me by Saturday. That's what I said. So, yeah.
Hey, man, hopefully you start feeling better here soon, especially ahead of this playoff game, because I think this is going to be yet again another exciting week of football for the Bears. Now, do I think that it is going to be a blowout for the Bears? No, I think it's going to be very close late. We are all going to need our freshly bought AED machines.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, we need all of it.
Make sure you've got your Bears buddy standing next to you, because somebody's got to push the button. You can't push it yourself.
Push the button.
And you got to make sure you got somebody to just poof. Oh, thanks, I'm back. All right, here we go. But no, man, the Bears dropped 19-20 football drive yesterday, and I'll be honest with you. Like, one thing stood out, and I saw this as well. NFL Films did a video on this game. Rewatching this, bro, it's cinematic every single time. It doesn't matter how you watch it. I ended up just rewatching a game yesterday in NFL Prime Vision this time, and
right,
yeah, you really get to see how good that Bears defense was yesterday. Super chat in from Zane Gray Music Master said, if Sean McVay wants to beat the Bears, he shouldn't be asking Matt LaFleur. That's what I like to hear.
Little lack of confidence there.
Five. But I thought there was one thing that stood out to me
Yeah.
And it's not something that you see from a lot of football teams. It's not something that, especially teams that get down 21-3 in the first half of the playoffs. And it was throughout the entire game.
Okay.
Everybody kept saying it. Offense, defense. We just got to get one. We just got to get offense the ball back. We just got to get them one. There is a confidence, a calmness, and a trust that this team has, not in just Caleb Williams or Ben Johnson, but in each other, that no matter what, no matter the situation, we got your back. If we can get you one opportunity to go be great, we know that you'll do it. Now, the defense ended up getting the Bears about 3 or 4 opportunities in the second half there, and it took until the fourth quarter for something to start rolling. But that's not something that you see on a consistent basis. In fact, it's not something that we've seen here in Chicago very often. And going from last year to this year, I think that is the Chicago Bears' biggest strength. When you talk about a team coming back 7 times, and we call them the Cardiac Bears, we can sit here and, they're so concerning, and you can't win games this way. But now, as I watched that episode yesterday, I see how they win games that way, because there never was a moment where the Bears went, I don't think we got this one, or it's getting too close. It's getting too tight. We got to start getting this going. Let's go. It was always give them one. Give them an opportunity. And that is a strength that I would say most teams, including most of the teams in this playoff, don't have. That is a Super Bowl caliber strength. That is how you see teams go into the biggest pressure situation.
Yeah.
And find a way to win. And I think it's going to be the most important thing going into this Rams game, because what do we normally see after a big win? The Minneapolis Miracle, right? Case Keenum and another player who we haven't talked about much, but who is on this team, who has been a part of a big moment, right? Yeah. Case Keenum throws the football to Stephon Diggs.
Good point.
And Diggs, who was it? I can't remember who the defender was.
It went under the ball.
Yeah, he ended up going under Diggs. Diggs turns, he sees nothing but the end zone, takes off, touchdown Bears, and then 9 baby mamas later, he's on the Patriots, right? Like it was one of those things that you were like, this is great. Now, how do they continue next week? And they started off strong. They put up 7 immediately. Boom. Then they got beat 37-7. I think that their calmness is going to be the biggest strength going into this Rams game. And their trust in this team, because it doesn't get you too high, doesn't leave you too low at any point.
I totally agree with you. I think the Bears have that Super Bowl mentality that you need to have, that they're never out of it. They have a resilience, and might I even add, they have a sustainability that shouldn't be sustainable. Like the way that they're winning games, you would expect at some point, you should have already expected at some point for it to fall off. We're talking about 6 game-winning drives and 6 comeback victories, I believe, in the regular season. Now you had one in the postseason. And it just keeps happening. It keeps happening. And at a certain point, you're like, all right, when is it going to not happen? Well, we haven't gotten there yet. And that's because of the confidence of the team. That's because everybody in that locker room believes that no matter what the situation is, when it is necessary for you to make a play, when it's necessary, as you said, we need that one, that's when the Bears will step up. Is it a pedigree normally for winning? No. I'll sit here and admit that, no, you don't always want to be, on your last breath and on 4th and 8 and Caleb and the season is on the line and he throws a Jordan logo throw to Rome Odunze. But we're here. And again, that's where you get the belief, is that you see the players believe because they've seen it time and time again work in their favor. They haven't seen it fail. And it's totally different from the previous seasons. As you mentioned last year, in those same scenarios, we would not have won, not with the different coaching staff we had, not with the roster that we had. And so there's something obviously that is different. It is the belief, it is the players focusing in on the details, it is everybody knowing, hey, we got to buckle down. This is exactly where we want to be in a sense. Caleb even said it in the huddle. He said, we got to right where we want to. This is where we want to be, right? So I'm like, that's the mentality of this team, is that it's never quit. And so, yeah, you take that mentality, that strength into these games, and before you know it, you're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it's one of those things to me where it's like, it's the perfect mix, right? Like it's the perfect mix of confidence, calmness, and ability that this team displays on a consistent basis, especially Caleb Williams, but the team as a whole displays on a consistent basis that helps you going into games like this. The Rams is going to be the toughest football team that you have played.
Agreed.
Probably all year.
I agree with that.
I mean, I get it. The defense is falling off a little bit. I'll tell you what, I don't know if bad weather is going to affect Matthew Stafford, but it's affecting us here in Chicago. It's cold out there, dog.
Yeah, it is cold right now.
And Matthew Stafford, 41. You hit him a couple of times. Them old bones might hurt a little bit. Now, they probably hurt anyway. He's one of the toughest players I've ever seen in my life. He is. He won a game off a torn AC joint. Like, that's insane. But I think that, like, going into a game like that, the mindset of we have to do too much is obviously present, right? We have to do this. We got to make this play. No, you got to do it just like you did that comeback in the second half. One play at a time. And it's a team that I don't know if I've seen this in a Bears uniform. I've seen like teams that are weirdly calm at times, but as far as the Bears go, like, everybody was calm. Tremaine Edmonds was talking. And it's not just like when they're in the interviews. I'm talking about like the mic'd up on the field. Tremaine Edmonds is like, we just got to get them one. We just got to get them one. They're down 21-3. We just got to get them one. Like, that's a crazy mindset to have, except that's the mindset that Ben Johnson and his coaching staff has instilled in his team. I love like the longer the week goes on and you hear the stories about Grady Jarrett stepping up, you hear the stories about Joe Thuney stepping up, showing the film from the 21-3 game. You hear how Case Keenum has been impactful. And like I said, he's somebody that we've under talked about here. Usually coming off of these big games, you get clapped the next week. But you've got people that have been in these scenarios. This is why veterans matter in these locker rooms.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
This is why and I think this is the biggest part of it. The guys that are the most calm are the youngest dudes on the team. That tells you the preparation going into this game was elite. That tells you the preparation going into this playoff run has been elite, because Colston Loveland, calm.
Oh,
Luther Burden, calm.
Cucumber, yeah. Cool.
Caleb Williams. I mean, like, listen, I know we like to say, the pressure don't, he's a guy who says the pressure don't get to him, but I don't believe him. Believe him.
Well, look at it. Yeah.
I mean, he literally was just like, yep, let's go out there. Why is his pocket so high on his, a lot of hand movement. I don't like the name they call it a muff. I'm not a fan of that. But every time I see it, it's like his pockets are up here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
A lot of hand warmers. I don't know. I have no idea. Buff. That's
but
hilarious.
when you see the calmness in that young man, when you see the calmness in his team, like, it's all the youngest dudes on the team that are there. And I think that just goes to the preparation and the veteran experience they have.
I totally agree with you. I mean, that's when you get the confidence in these young guys stepping up and doing what they need to do. And indeed, I say that you're obviously going to have to lean on them more so, whether it's the run game, whether it's the pass game. Colston Loveland has become your primary target. He's the one getting about 10 to 15 targets every game, because he is that reliable. He has the best hands seemingly right now on the team. Luther Burden is obviously your explosive guy who can make plays, just give him the ball and watch him work. And then, of course, Cal guy is a rare gem find.
They play that in the game now, and all I can think every time is, I bet you they didn't pay that guy. That's all I think every time. I'm just like, I bet you they didn't pay that guy.
They probably did. No, but those are those three names. Those are the guys, and then of course, unfortunately, at this point, Ozzie Trapillo. I see everybody keeps saying it. I'm saying it wrong. I keep saying Ozzie Trapillo. It's Ozzie Trapillo.
Ozzie
Thank
Trapillo.
you.
Yep.
Trapillo is now out, and he's dealing with his injury. But you had four guys that are rookies that made a huge impact, and that are making a huge impact, and so that's also a part of this team, is that you're having them step up. They're believing. They're not afraid of the moment. It's not too big for them. And that's where you get that veteran presence as well. As you mentioned, the Joe Tooney, that was next to Ozzie. The DJ Moores, that's next to Luther Burton. And then obviously Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland. And you did, of course, you mentioned Case Keenum for Caleb Williams. So all of this, I feel like this is the perfect meshing of young and old, and everybody believes. Everybody has that confidence that's been instilled in them from the coaching staff, from Ben Johnson. And hey, again, I feel like this is what is going to propel them possibly all the way.
Yeah. And bro, listen, it's weird. We'll see what this Sunday is. Like, I think this is going to be a very tough game, and I think it's going to be a high scoring game, and it's going to come down to one play. And I'll tell you what, there's a big play quarterback on the other side. As I've been, it's time to break down the Rams. I was rewatching the Rams game yesterday, and taking that boy can sling it still. Like it is insane what Stafford is doing. I know he's not 41. I was joking, guys. Everybody was like, hey, he ain't 41. I was just saying he's old.
Yeah.
But which I got to stop that, because I had a revelation. I was like, man, you're 9 years away from 40, and you're going to be 8 years away from 40 this year. My knees instantly went, hey, what you doing?
Dude, you just reminded me today is my birthday. I'm 38.
Oh, look 38. At you.
I'm 38. God.
Yeah, you're a lot closer to 40 to me.
I'm old.
Better get your affairs in order.
Oh, I'm old. I'll send you the will.
Yeah, please do. In the will, I will Patrick my Baltimore Orioles. Nobody want this.
I got steaks though. I don't have money, but I got steaks.
Oh,
give you all
I got
the
some
steaks.
I gotta be marinating some steaks today.
Oh, you son of you!
Might do a Friday, throw them on the grill type of thing.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Friday, you gonna fry it in the cold?
No, grill it in the cold. Yeah. It was Chicago. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I'm telling you, bro. They win the Super Bowl. He gonna let it fly. They win the Super Bowl. He gonna let it fly, bro. He gonna be like, F it. What they gonna do? Cut me? It's Chicago, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that. I am waiting for that. Should have been did that. Should have been did.
No. You have to save it for the right moment. You can't just throw it. It does scare me now every time though when I hear it's Chicago, because I end up looking over my shoulder and seeing like the most pasty white guy doing it, and I'm just like,
they're not aware.
All right, okay, he made it through. All righty, good job. I thought we was gonna have a problem right here.
I don't think they know.
Hey man, if you haven't done so, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, man. Make sure that you guys are hitting that thumbs up. We got JC, I don't know if you know this or not, but we do have over 100 in our chat.
All right, okay.
Check Twitter. Over 200 in the chat.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. 161 on YouTube, 40 likes on the video. Hit that like button if you're watching on the Twitter side, man. Hit that retweet. Share the content up. 7 steaks for the sickly boy. Sun Valley said. Hey man, we're gonna take a quick break. Listen to a word from our sponsors here real quick. When we come back, we got to give our keys to a Chicago Bears victory over the Rams. It's gonna be a tough one, but I think we can get it done. We'll talk about all that more right after a word from our sponsors over at cue the music, Aura.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching the show. Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Aura. Have you ever done a Google search on your own name? You'd be surprised what pops up. Your full name, email address, home address, health records, your relatives. It's all out there. And that's why I've been using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests just for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it protects me from hackers who could use that information to help them access my social media, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. It's really simple to set up. I don't have to download several apps or go to things like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft, but you can get all of that in one place with Aura. I get everything at one affordable price as well. You may already have one or two of these tools, but not having Aura is like leaving the front door locked while leaving the back door and windows wide open. For you to be able to take advantage of Aura, we got a special deal for you here today. Stop data brokers from exposing your personal information. Go to my sponsor at https:/aura.com/the Windy City. Again, that is aura.com/the Windy City to get a 14-day free trial and see how much of your information is being sold. Breeze Nation, what is good? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Ladies and gentlemen, we got merch. That's right. New website, new merch, all out. We've been telling you guys to pull up on us. Now you can at twcbreeze.com, where you can find out all of the latest stuff going on. What all can they find there, Super Producer?
Listen, you can join the nation, sign up to our mailing list, and be up to date for events and news. You can also visit the shop page and order merch, because we have t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got mugs, we got hats, we got all kind of stuff. So, hey, we appreciate you being tuned in with us. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube page and follow us on all our socials. Check us out at twcbreeze.com.
He's way too excited.
I am.
All kind of stuff. All kind of stuff never does. It never doesn't get me. We got all kind of stuff. It's like he turns into Cartman from
from
South Park.
Cheesy poo.
We got hat, we got hoodie, we got all kind of stuff. Mr. Garrison. Not a bad Cartman. That was not a bad Cartman. Hey, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in to Show and Love as always, man. We were talking about the Bears' biggest strength going into this game. Now we got to talk about the Bears' biggest keys to a victory.
Oh, yeah. Do you want a
over
victory?
the Los Angeles Football Rams. F these guys. It is tough, though. I will say this. It's very tough to get the hate up for the Rams, because I really do. I love Matthew Stafford. I love Sean McVay.
I do like Sean McVay.
I love Devontae Adams. Not that he's not a Packer.
Yeah, that's true. I like Puka
Puka's interesting. I don't know. I just found out a lot of stuff about Puka. I didn't realize everything Puka had going on.
Really?
With like all the wild stream. I guess he'd been going on like I don't know any of the streamers, but like somebody streamed and like was throwing up like or doing something that was anti-Semitic. So I was like, Jesus Christ, Puka, like I should take 10 to 15% off there, buddy.
Didn't know that. Didn't know that. All right.
I don't know. Puka's interesting. He's a heck of a football player.
Heck of a football player.
Heck of a football player. And listen, you know, we love Jared Verse here in Chicago. So, Ron, we need you to make us forget about Jared Verse.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Jordan JC, what is your third key to a Chicago Bears victory over the Los Angeles Rams?
Well, Pat, my third key to a victory over these Rams, it's very simple. Play a very methodical and boring game. Because of the weapons that the Rams have, and Matt Stafford, you know, you get him on the field on offense, he can dissect you in a lot of different ways. And so dominate the time of possession. I would say in this type of game, make it very ugly, make it very boring by starting off with the run game. Like get that type of possession on your side, take up half the quarter if you have to, getting all the way down the field in these type of elements, and limit, because you can't, I don't think, limit the offensive output that the Rams might be having on Sunday. Limit the time that they'll be out there on offense, and so that's my biggest, my third biggest key is time possession.
Number 3 for me, you got to steal a couple of possessions. Yurko said this yesterday on the podcast, and I thought that this was very, very big.
Give me that possession.
It doesn't matter how you do it. Could be turnovers, could be 3 and outs, could be special teams fumble, right? Like there were a bunch of plays that the Bears normally take advantage of that they couldn't take advantage of in that Packer game defensively. You had a turnover in your hands. Watching that in prime vision, I don't think you realize how easy of a fumble recovery it should have been for Javon Dexter.
Yeah.
And then you see it in prime vision and you're like, he's nowhere near the out of bounds line. He is, no one's around him.
The dude just kicked it all the way out.
He didn't even kick it. I don't know what happened. He like dropped his entire body weight on it. It was like, ugh. And then the football went flying up. I was like, what just happened? Seeing the one in the end zone where Christian Watson does a front flip in there? Oh no, that was that Golden or Reed? There was a lot of touchdowns for them.
It was Christian Watson that did the flip.
Was that Christian Watson did the flip and the football falls out and it's like, it's right there, just grab. You don't get it, right? Yeah. The return on the special teams return where Josh Jacobs is running it back. You get the peanut punch in that mug. Jump on the football. No, we don't get it. Like, those are the ones you have to have in this game, because I do believe this is going to be a high scoring game. I do believe this is going to be a little bit more of a shootout. And in having a shootout, you got to find a way to just take a couple possessions away from Matthew Stafford where he doesn't get as many bullets, and then you have to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
It's not just stealing the possessions, it's stealing the possessions and scoring on those drives, putting up 7 on those drives. What's your second key, Jordan Jason?
Second key to a Bears victory over these Rams is going to be pressuring Matt Stafford.
Well, can't all be winners.
I know that's something that isn't going to be a very easy task. But you have, as we mentioned before, a former Bear right there in the middle of the lineup, Coleman Shelton. And if this isn't a time for you to feast from the interior, I don't know what other time it is for you to try and dominate. Take advantage of that matchup, whether it's Javon Dexter, whether it's Billings, whoever it is that's on the inside of that defensive line. You need to create pressure from the get-go. It should not be that difficult to move him backwards. He is a small, tough guy. He has a very good mind for the game, but sometimes the mind doesn't match up with the body. And we've seen plenty of times where he gets taken advantage of and abused. And so we need to make sure that we do that more times than not.
It's a wild statement. Taking advantage of and abused.
Chuck needs to get abused. I don't know what else to put it. But Javon Dexter, you got to step up. You got to be the guy that we've wanted you to be since you've been drafted, because you've been very inconsistent. You just mentioned the botched fumble recovery. Yeah. But for me, this should be an easy walk in the park, in my opinion. If it's a one-on-one matchup with you and him, get some more pressure in Matt Stafford's face.
How many times has Matt Stafford been sacked this year? Let's take a look at that, because Coleman Shelton's 5th grade is absolutely god awful.
Yeah, I expect that.
It's I shouldn't say his overall grade is fine. 46.9 on pass blocking, 77.6 on run blocking. He's played the 4th most snaps among any centers this year. So I mean, like, he's been out there a ton, and Matthew Stafford has been sacked. He's only allowed, according to this, 2 sacks the entire season, and Matthew Stafford has been sacked. Where are the sack numbers? 23 times is pretty good.
See, I think
Pretty
that's a
good.
product of Stafford knowing he has to get the ball out quick and he has weapons that are all over the place.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
mean,
that's a
listen,
product of Shelton.
sacks are it doesn't help when you have that pressure in your face, but a good chunk of sacks are usually a quarterback stat.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams was kind of the outlier last year, where it was like he had a lot of sacks that were on him, but also there were like 40 more that were on the rest of the team. But probably 30 more on Shane Waldron alone. Hey, buddy. I got that in there.
Sick of this.
I think I got that picture in there, don't I? No. That's Luther Burden. Look at that man
Yeah,
with
no,
murderous
no.
intent. Look at him trying to
Take
see.
Take us back.
Literally murderous intent. He's trying to choke somebody here.
Yeah.
That was a hilarious celebration.
Oh, I loved it.
That might be the funniest one. Do I have that? No. I don't have it no more. I got me jumping in the air. Oh, there it is.
Oh boy, here we go.
Caleb. Bet you won't survive without me very long, huh?
No,
Come
it's
here,
the
you
other way around. Jesus, sick of that guy.
I'm having too much fun now. My second key to a Bears victory, you are right. Coleman Shelton is somebody who should be taken advantage of in the passing game, but you got to get to Matthew Stafford quick. My second biggest key, I should say, going into this game is going to be the key that we keep waiting to happen. And I think with Theo Benedict is going to be incredibly, incredibly important this week. Find a way to establish the run game. The Rams defense is not what it once was. Over the last 7 weeks, the Rams have allowed 27.8 points per game to opponents. Now,
It's a lot.
tougher opponents, but I think that is you.
Yeah.
When you want it to be. You are the team that can go out there and put up the points in bunches. You are the team that offensively can get after you. It's why I've said I think this Bears team is the most dangerous team left in the NFC playoffs. But you have to establish your identity in this game. And like you said, with the time of possession topic, you keep Matt Stafford off the field, he's not going to be able to do it. And you did it versus the Packers. But you got to find a way to get in that end zone. That first drive, you forget because there was so much bad in the first half. Like you had multiple drives where you end up in the red zone. Multiple opportunities where you could score touchdowns. You have to get down there and finish in the red zone. 1 for 5 last week in the red zone. It's insane we won that game.
It is insane.
It's insane we won that game. What's your number one key for a Bears win, JC?
Well, I was going to go the route of the red zone efficiency, but you did mention it, and I think that is going to be equally important.
Well, you can still go the
So
route.
I'll pivot a little bit. I'll pivot a little bit and say that I think the most important key for me is to play and kind of mirror a Matt Stafford game if you're Caleb Williams. What I mean by that is get the ball out quick. This is going to be a back and forth affair. Now, I did mention to you that when the temperature is under 35 degrees, Sean McVay and the Rams usually have only averaged about 15 points in that weather. If that is the case, and you can limit them just because of the weather alone, then I need you to make sure that you take advantage of every opportunity, whether it's short yardage, whether it's red zone efficiency, but get the ball out quick to your playmakers. Get the ball out quick to DJ, to Luther, to Rome, to Colston, to Cole, to DeAndre, to Kyle, if he can catch a ball. Like, make sure that you're as efficient and as on time as possible with your offense. And so that's going to be the most important thing, I think, going into Sunday is you get off the bus running the ball, but then also making sure that you can get that ball out quick to your playmakers. So Jared Versus and the Fisks and all those other guys on the defensive line, they won't have as much of an impact on you.
Yeah. My number one key is obvious, and Caleb Williams said it in his post-game game ball moment. Be on the effing details.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the major things. There's so many small things in a football game that allow you to be able to move the football down the field. And the Bulls, the Bulls, no, not the Bulls.
Oh boy,
the Bears.
Don't come back.
That's almost as bad as that Matt Eberflus one yesterday on the Courtney Cronin pod. But I was sitting there talking. I was like, yeah, and in the playoffs, Matt Eberflus. Oh God.
A little PTSD on that one.
Please, God. Well, no, I think that when you see the Bears truly be able to be dominant, right? Like there was a play yesterday, or I'm sorry, watching yesterday that you just saw the offensive line basically create a wall on the left side, and you knew it was going to be a cutback by DeAndre Swift, and he cuts back, and you see Rome Odunze engage his man and get him out of the way, and he goes behind Rome, and it turns into this great run, and it's just such small details where there's these moments where it's perfect. There's one where I think it's Monungai is coming out of the backfield, and he gets the big run up the middle, and you just see Drew Dahlman come over and just absolutely clear Enigbare. And all of a sudden there's just this gaping hole for him to run through. And it's just like, those are they're part of your job, right? They're not massive. They're not small details in the grand scheme of things, but it is just you doing your 1/11th that allows you to be able to get that done. And if you're on point on that, I don't think there's a team that can slow you down. The problem is in the first half, when you rewatch it, especially watching Prime Vision, there's not enough on point. There's too much, and it's not everybody. It's usually one dude or two dudes where it's just like up just a little bit off there. Right? The Luther Burden pick is just Luther. I beat him. No, you didn't. I watched it back. Yurko said the safety wouldn't have been able to get to him. Safety would have been right there. I don't disagree with former NFL players very often, but looking at it from that angle, safety would have been right there. And Caleb wouldn't have got that ball unless he hit him early and then maybe. But if it had been a deep ball, like a go ball, like Luther wanted, I don't think he gets him there. Like to me, like if you got the details right, sky's the limit for this team. Defensively, there's not going to be a ton of answers. It's Devontae Adams, is Matthew Stafford, is Puka Nacua. You got a two-headed monster in Blake Corum and Kyron Williams.
Well,
we got Austin Booker. I like Austin Booker, but it ain't enough.
I do like Austin Booker. Yeah,
I like Austin Booker. It ain't enough. You know what I mean? Like, the best pass rusher right now is probably Austin Booker.
Oh yes, he's coming along. Yeah,
that ain't a great spot to be in.
Might need a little bit more pass rush.
That's like being the best hockey player in Ecuador. You know what I mean? Not a lot of rinks around.
I don't. This guy's a god. Yeah, because he's the only one playing.
Yeah, it's one on none. So you have to find ways to be efficient in those moments, and that just starts with like Ben always says, do your 111. Like Caleb says, do your 111. You don't have to do it all yourself. In fact, I think it's the one thing this team is really good at is not focusing on doing it all themselves. Hey man, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Those are our keys to a Chicago Bears victory over the Rams. JC, you picking a victory this week? You feel like
You're dang right.
We're going to Seattle next week. The further I get in this week, I think Seattle's defense is about to absolutely they gonna tackle Kyle Shanahan.
They'll dominate the 49ers. Okay.
There might be some we're gonna have our way with you.
Trip up to Seattle. Sleepless Seattle.
Seattle might be tough.
Yeah, let's hold off there. It's Sam Darnold, right? We got this. But no,
if we could get the Sam Darnold, I would agree with you. Gray Zabel's out here killing guys.
Yeah, I do agree that I think we do handle business and we get the victory. It's not going to be an easy victory. It's going to be hard fought. Like I said, I want this game to be very ugly. The grit and grime, running, maybe 30. At least 30 carries between both backs. Like I want this game to be that type of game, but I do see getting to the Seattle Seahawks.
Let's hope so. Here's the wild part. My heart actually thinks we're going to, like the Bear fan in me actually thinks we're going to run roughshod. I think it's hard for me to say that the weather's going to have no effect on you. Even though Matthew Stafford's been very good, everybody ain't played in it.
Right.
And some dudes have been away for a long time. I think it's going to be You know, like the Bear fan in me is like the Bears are going to actually show up and show out in this game, beyond the details, best game that they played, and we'll see what ends up happening moving forward.
Yeah.
And then I go, but Matt Stafford's really good.
Yeah.
He's the MVP. Yeah, the bear, the brain in me is like, pump your brakes there, buddy. You know what I mean? This is a great run, but you're facing an uphill battle. You are David versus Goliath, but remember, David wins that battle.
Yes, he does.
That's right. By the way, you know, I know. Yeah, we got some Bible readers in this mug. You ever seen a real sling?
No.
I saw a real sling the other day on TikTok for the first time, because in my mind, like, I was always not a slingshot, but you always like, he's throwing rocks.
Yeah.
I saw how that dang sling threw a rock out of that mug. I was like, no wonder this mug was pulling up with a blicky. Nobody told me this.
Okay, that was the age-old
like,
gun back then, huh?
I was like, oh, David had the blicky on him. You pulled up to a sword fight. David got the gun.
Got a lot of velocity on that rock. Okay.
Hey, maybe that's how the Bears are pulling up here. I am picking a Bears win. I don't feel confident in it, but hopefully we pulling up with the blicky. Yeah, man. Hey, we David versus Goliath. We like, hey, man, you bow, take that with you. Yeah, you thought you pulled up to me with sword and shield, and I pulled up to you with the name of Smith and Wesson. You read the Bible. That's actually a really good joke. That was solid.
I like it.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in to Show Love as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Want to have this conversation before we get out of here. It's a very interesting setup here, as it seems like there could possibly be some interest in a former Chicago Bear returning here to Chicago.
Is that right?
To help in this pass rush game.
Akeem Hicks.
Is Akeem Hicks? No.
I'm just.
Where is Akeem Hicks? Did Akeem Hicks ever officially retire?
I have no idea.
Has anybody seen Akeem Hicks? Like, that's who I needed the game Sunday.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Where's Akeem Hicks?
I don't know when did he officially leave? Did he just disappeared?
He's 36 years old. Boy, that hair was going, wasn't it?
Been gone. Jesus.
Last year was in 2022. I just don't know if he officially retired. Last year playing 2022. Ain't seen Akeem Hicks in a minute. 41.5 sacks. Shout out to Akeem Hicks.
Shout out to Akeem.
That's a big boy. I love the King.
He's a literal bear. I remember just mauling people in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get out
that was the thing too. Like, he actually was a bear. Like, that's how it felt. No, I was talking on Khalil Mack. He spoke to reporters as he's set to hit free agency here for the second time in his career, and he's pondering his future and still wants to retire a champion. With that caveat, you have hit kind of this perfect window if you wanted to add depth to your pass rush. Now, I'm not saying you go out there, you spend the bag, and you bring in Khalil Mack to go out here and dominate. But would you be interested in possibly bringing some veteran experience on? Somebody who's been in the city, knows the conditions, knows the situation.
He knows it.
You still got to go get you a great pass rusher. But adding a Khalil Mack to this Bears defense on the pass rush side. Last time he was here, coming off of the edge, he finished the season out with 5.5 sacks. He still racked up 5.5 sacks this season. He had 4 forced fumbles. He had 39 total pressures, 28 hurries this season, logged an 83 overall grade, which is 12th among 115th graded edge rushers. Pass rush grade a little bit down, 68.9. And run defense grade, something very important here, 80.6 run defense grade.
Ooh, okay.
Adding that to this defense would intrigue me at the right number, but here's my reasoning behind it. You have to find a way to create depth at that position, because right now it is Montez Sweat, maybe Austin Booker, and occasionally Dominique Robinson decides to play football.
Well, you also got Dio, but I mean,
I said what I said.
Jesus, we already out on them, even after recovery. Huh? All right, well, I guess we have
Is
no
he gonna
depth,
be better after dying? Like what?
I hope. At least I give him another year to at least prove himself. But I agree with you though. The depth there is a question mark. We've already said that the trenches need to be addressed in the offseason. Obviously, through the draft, you got to get some young prospect in here that is talented and can elevate the production on this line. But if you're talking about a former Bear who was elite and at the peak of his powers when we got him back then, I would love a Khalil Mack. In the words of Mark Morrison, return of the Mack.
Once again.
I would love it. Yeah, of course. I would definitely welcome Mac back with open arms because I feel like he is someone who still can produce at his ripe young age of 35 going into February. That's pretty up there when it comes to age in football. But I mean, you can tell that Khalil Mack still has some juice left in the tank. He's not too far removed from, I believe, what was his he had a high
17 sack season.
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago. And
that was 2 years ago. It was a little while.
2 years ago. Come on.
2 years ago, he was 33.
I'm just saying, Father Time might not defeat him just yet. So for me, I feel like if you're willing to bring in guys like Grady Jarrett, or if you were even willing before he got picked up by the Patriots quickly, or Darrell Taylor, I have no problem taking a chance on a Khalil Mack if he's the type of player who can not only mentor a young up and coming, guy like Austin Booker or whoever we draft, but also can be on the field and actually dominate or not dominate, but still give you those flashes. I'm all for that. I don't think he would hurt the team in any way if you got him in here by next year.
Here's the thing for me. With the age that he's at, I feel like you could get him for cheap. You've seen what veteran experience has done for this team. He's still giving you production.
Yeah.
And on top of all of that, he's still giving you pressure. That's the one thing. Can you create pressure around the quarterback position? And you got to find a way to shed some money here, but you still need to go out and add a main guy. Like, to me, I'm in the Max Crosby market. To me,
oh yes,
I think I'm out of the Trey Hendrickson market.
I am too. I feel like he
did all that. He did all that fighting, and he's hurt again.
Yeah. There's that.
You know what I mean? Like that's a tough one to like stay in the market on. But you have to go get the main guy. Whether you trade up in the draft, maybe you package a couple of picks and you trade up in the draft. You go get big name pass rusher right in the first round. Hopefully, you're trading the 32nd first and 32nd second pick. Yeah, maybe the 64th pick. But I truly feel like whatever direction you go, you're still going to need that depth back there. This is somebody who has played for Dennis Allen, who has been in his system. DA drafted him. I wouldn't be out on a reunion. In fact, I'd be more in on a Khalil Mack reunion than a Trey Hendrickson reunion right now. Because Khalil Mack comes in with the expectation being, hey, we love you. We're glad to have you here. You're going to be a part of the rotation. Trey Hendrickson comes in with the expectation of you have to be the guy. And I don't think we're at a point where we can say that Trey Hendrickson is the guy right now because the injury issues have continued to plague him. If you're going to go after a guy like that, go get me a Max Crosby. He's the guy. Maybe you still have Montez on this team. You throw in a Mac with that as well. That's a defensive line I can get behind. You still got to create some pressure in the interior, though.
Khalil Mack, I think, has the right pedigree for a return here. I mean, and as you mentioned, I think the alignment of the stars are right there where if he wants to try to retire a champion, I think you coming back here, I feel like you have an even better chance than you did when you were in your prime to try and get that championship because we remember The defense was the talk of the town when you were here.
Yeah, it was the
The
catalyst.
offense wasn't. And so I feel like there's the flip of the script with that. You have a lethal quarterback in Caleb Williams. You have a lethal head coach in Ben Johnson that you can get behind. As you said, there's the connection of Dennis Allen. And so I think that he would be coming here with his best opportunity to win a championship. Now, depending on what we do this year, you might already have one. But, going into next year, I think that there's a possibility that improving this team on that one side of the ball while also adding him is the way to go. And I think he would be on board for that. As you mentioned, knowing his role, knowing that he's not coming in here, having to be the guy, but knowing that he can still give that boost, that spark, that juice to this team in the locker room and on the field, that'll be a plus for the Bears.
Yeah, man. We'll see what ends up happening. Hopefully the Bears find a way to add to this pass rush in some manner, in some way. We'll see what the offseason brings. I don't know if they're going to do it via draft or if you're going to do it via free agent. Well, you can't really do it via free agency. There's not really any names out there. If you're going to do it please don't do it via free agency.
Yeah.
That's how you got Dial. That boy got 55 M.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bang. Swing and a miss.
Bro, man.
Dang.
That tells you don't ever buy people off of potential anymore. Ryan Poles, I think, hopefully has learned his lesson now.
I mean, you can, but just don't pay him 55 M. Because here's my thing mentally. Who was paying him close to that?
Who was the competition out there for?
Who's the competition that was like, or did you just come in with 55?
You say, I'm going to make sure I get this guy. Yeah, okay, you got him.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
What Caleb said, you want it? You got it.
You got it. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to show and love. As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. For Mr. Beatty himself, Jordan JC, it's your boy, Pat the Designer. Back at it again. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, man. Over 200 in this mug. Over 300 in this mug today, man. 300.
Get the lights up.
Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bed down. One love. Be back tomorrow with I believe the full crew will be in the studio tonight. Enjoying a couple libations and a Pat the Designer Monopoly win. Bed down. One love.
Yeah, you suck. Yeah, you shut your mouth. I'll probably stay away so I don't get nobody
Oh, that's
sick.
right. You're dead. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm dead. By the way, did you hear the breaking news? I think Harbaugh has already signed to the Giants.
Yeah, I saw that last night. Jim Harbaugh working out a contract for the Giants. Shout out Ringo. Got a culture setter.
Yeah, about time.
Now you got to deal with the fact that he's probably going to ship your quarterback to the sun.
He doesn't want Jackson Dart? Oh, boy.
He probably does, but Jackson Dart's going to die because he's been concussed in 55% of the games he's played.
That's insane. That is an insane percentage. Jesus.